And Sean's got another one on. Keep fighting, keep fighting. Keep. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey Truex fam, Tom Truex here, Truex Outdoor Sports, and I am super excited to take you to a place that I used to fish when I was a younger man, and have a crazy story that I'll tell you about while I'm fishing here in this particular spot. So super excited to be back out. I went out here last year and there was not enough water in it to fish, but this year it seems like there's plenty of water, so that's exciting. And we have the chance for some pike, we have the chance for some really good sized bass, and everything in between, because this is a little bayou on the Manistee River. I'm seeing little fish jump and everything, so who knows, maybe we'll catch something. I'm pretty stoked about that, actually. Would be great to catch some pike. Kind of nervous because I only got 4-pound test and I didn't have any of my spinner baits with me that I'd normally be fishing pike for. But we got a couple of things and we're gonna give it a shot. One thing's the whopper plopper. Gonna try you know, a worm, of course, and some other things. So maybe we can catch some really decent fish in this backwater on the Manistee River. So man, I hope you guys, I hope I catch stuff so you guys will get to see this video, and I hope that yeah, I hope that we have some fun. All right, so let's see what we get. So I'm gonna have to get up out of this. That way I can kind of cast in this relatively clear zone over here. The same action that this whopper plopper does. Caught the first pike that I ever caught out of here, and it was a large pike. I'm gonna say not huge, but it was a good one. And I was running a spinner bait just right underneath the surface, which makes the same kind of splooshing noise. We've caught so many pike right there. It'd be so cool to first fish on the whopper plopper, a pike. Haven't had a pike since that one video. I think that was my only pike this year, other than the beginning of the year when I was fishing with Hunter through the ice. So it would be nostalgic to catch a pike in these waters right here. It's a fact. All right, well, wasn't having much luck with any of the big baits, and so we're going to try something different. I decided to break out just a little crappie jig and with a tube and see if maybe we can catch something with that. I would really like to catch something out here, but it all depends on if the fish will bite. That's why it's called fishing and not catching, right? Though usually we like to do catching here at Truex Outdoors. So let's see, Truex fam, if we can get something. I think I may have, oh, I had a fish. Had a little fish on right there. Just using this little jig here. There used to be crappie in here, and have not caught a crappie yet. But these are crappie jigs. I mean, you'd think. Oh, there's a fish. I don't even know what kind of fish. Oh, a perch. Look at that perch. Hey now. Hey now, lots of specks in it. That's gross. Specks are those black dots you see on there. I don't know if hopefully you guys can see that. I'm gonna make sure you get close up there. Those specks right there, it's a parasite, and you can actually eat those. You can cook them and they don't bother you. But it still is, just the thought is gross, and a lot of these backwaters like this have them. in them. Well, that's not a bad perch. That's kind of fun. Fun to catch a nice little perch there, right? Oh, there's a fish. Well, I was not expecting him. Beautiful little pumpkin seed. Yeah, all right, we'll take that. Nothing wrong with that. Just a little tiny guy, but hey, fun. I heard a big splash behind me a little bit. I was like, what's going on? Just like cast any direction in here and possibly catch a fish. Just like that. Oh yeah. What's this one? Looks like I get another gill. Another gill. Not a bad gill. Not a bad gill at all. That's fun. Well, a little bit of rain coming through. That's a bluegill right there. A little bit of rain, guys. It's okay, a little bit of rain never stopped us. Oh, there was a little guy. A little pumpkin seed. They are just a beautiful fish. I mean, you've got to admit, I mean, if you're here for like, you know, super huge fish, sometimes, but I mean, a lot of times fishing is just, you know, doing that. And it's fun, you know. So I know that there's got to be some decent pike in here, but I'm not equipped to catch them right now. So we're going to have to come back and do another one of these and see. I hope that's not thunder. I'm gonna pretend it's not thunder. I'm gonna hope that's like kayaks being loaded or something, which is probably what it is. Oh, that was a had a hit. So basically, sometimes with this, you just gotta kind of watch, because it's hard to see, or it's hard to feel hits. You just kind of watch this jig here, and eventually, like, you see it just disappears, and you're like, okay, something grabbed it. And back in over here is where I want to use my topwater frog. See if we can't catch a decent sized bass. That would be cool. Oh, fish on, about time. About time, it's a gill. But that could get us to our pike if I let it. Hey, there we go. That's not a bad gill at all, actually. That's a eater gill there. Oh, pretty. Good size to her. Got no qualms with a gill like that. Man, it's almost eat that gill kind of gill. I'm torn. I think we need a hair smaller one for to do that, but that's exciting. That's fun. So while we're doing this, I'll tell you that story. Me and my brother-in-law, John, we were trying to catch fish, trying to catch pike, and running spinner baits. Well, he hooks into one, and it's about 30 inches, and I don't know if you guys can see in the water over there this pile of sticks and whatnot. Well, he has to kind of fish it out. And then keep in mind, we're in a, like, I think it's like an 8-foot, 6-foot fiberglass boat. White, looks more like a tub that somebody had turned into a boat, okay? Way two big guys, an overloaded little tub. And we're out here, and he hooked into that fish, like I said, and fought it. Had to, good thing he had an ugly stick. He had to like push it down underneath those sticks and everything. This is years ago, by the way, 10 years ago or so. So anyways, I cast out in between these two logs here with a spinner bait, and wham, it missed. And so I cast back out, same line, and all of a sudden, boom, there it was. Got a nice pike. It was 32-inch pike. Still the biggest pike I've ever caught. I know, all you elitists and whatnot. That's nothing. I've caught a lot of pike, but not a lot of size to them. So a 32-inch pike, biggest pike I've ever caught. And here we are in this boat, this tub, two big dudes, and being pulled. And this is how comical it was, being pulled by a pike, okay? And we're getting pulled all throughout this bayou, heading that direction. And there's a guy up on the shore who told us when we first got out here that there wasn't any fish in here, not going to catch anything, and all this other stuff, right? So, anyways, we fight this fish, and he's watching the whole time. It must have looked hilarious. And finally, I get it in the boat, and I lift it up. Hey, I thought there wasn't any fish here. And I held it up for him, and he just goes, ah, and flings his arms and leaves. So that's what happened. And man, that was like probably one of the funniest sights I've ever seen. Two big guys. Now, my brother-in-law, he's 6'4" and about, ooh, there's a nice bass. 6'4" and about, 200 pounds. That's not a nice bass, but it's a bass. Hey, bass, you want this? Maybe? You want it? No. Bass is like, no, I don't really care. So, I don't know if you guys can imagine that, but it was hilarious. So how about you guys in the comments drop a crazy fishing story that you have, because I would love to read about them. And here's the awesome thing, guys. We're almost to 500 subscribers. When we get that, we get our community tab. We'll actually be able to talk together, and you guys can kind of help me plan this channel. This is something that I've been wanting to make, and I want you to be a part of it. So just got to get 25 more subscribers, and we get our community tab, so that way we can talk. And that would just be great to have your guys' input on the fly. I can say, hey, what kind of video you guys want to see next, and we can just do that and build this channel together. I would love that. Yeah, so if you could subscribe, and in the comments, like I said, please put a story, funny story, that has happened to you while out fishing that people might not believe. That's the hit. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh crap, there we go. There we go. That's a little bit better than those little Irons Lake ones that we've been catching. Oh yeah, not like huge, but definitely a better size. And I say not huge because comparatively, I mean, it's huge comparatively to those ones that we've been catching, but hey, we'll take it, right? All right, so we learned something. We learned that they're not hanging out deep. they're hanging out kind of low. Ooh, stanky swamp donkeys. That's what these are, man. It's crazy how much those bass stink. Oh, man, Fast and Furious hits right here if I can get the hook. And they are hitting this hard too. Oh, there's a fish. And this one is the kind of, oh, pumpkin seed. Pretty. That's the kind of pumpkin seed that I would use to have pike. So what we're gonna do is, do I want to do that? Kinda, but I'd have to tie on for that. No, not this time. But at least I caught something, right? So we figured out what our issue was. There's some beautiful flowers over there. There it is. Oh, yes. Ooh, that's a nice one too. Oh man, there's a little bit better. Oh yeah, look at that bruiser. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can get mouth open. That's what I'm talking about right there. Get out of it. Okay, get out. There we go. Woohoo! Yeah, that's a little bit better. Got some girth to them and everything. Just gorgeous. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. All right, cool. That's better. Oh, that was fun too.
The show's not over yet, but we wanted to give a special thanks to these companies who have helped us out a lot along the way.
Let's see if there's any bass hanging out over that way. Oops, that was a terrible cast. Oh, there's a bass right there. Oh, and there's a bass right there. Woo. There is a bass right there. Little guy, though. Saw a bass just underneath me, and then wham wham. And I'm like, oh, hey. These little guys are annoying because they try to get you back. So you're better off just grabbing them like you would a, ouch, like you would a bluegill or something. Put this right back on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, because that happened, I'm going to move my hook over just a little bit. Hopefully give that a little bit more life. There was a hard hit, and then I pulled it out of its mouth rather than wait a little bit. Yeah, we should probably start heading over that way. See if there's anything willing to bite over there. Trade the other one out for that, maybe. Yeah. Go get the other battery. Should be just one like right there is where there should be. And there was. What the heck are you? Well, there should be one right there. Wham! Oh, come on, dude. A little young for your cheek piercing, but don't tell your mama. Little guy. It's like there should be one right stinking there. Oh, wait, there is. Not ideal, though. Not the greatest of casts. Alright guys, I don't have much battery left. Went through 2 batteries. We did catch some fish, which is always fun. Got some nice bass, got some bluegill and some pumpkin seed sunfish. We got some perch. So had an overall great time. Just a couple of things, guys. Keep in mind we do have a merc store, so if you want some Truex Outdoors merc, we'd greatly appreciate it if you bought some. We do have our Northwood Smoke, which I'm going to be doing some videos like just cooking with it and things like that, so that way you guys can see how I like to use it. And we're hoping to do some camping videos. Keep in mind we are still trying to build a house, so that takes up a lot of our time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing view out on you know, out on the backwaters, well, really a bayou of the big Manistee River. Had a blast doing this with you guys, and I guess until next time, God bless.